Hey, everybody. Today I want to talk to you about finding local leads and why that's important and how to go about doing it. This is another episode of Can We Talk About Your WordPress Projects? Sponsored by the WP Project Managers Academy, where we teach our students how to get their projects completed on time, within budget, with the right features, without sacrificing profit. Okay. So if you're watching inside the Facebook group, you'll need to give StreamYard permission to show me your name if you wish to comment. If you're watching on the Facebook page, that is not necessary. But as always, I have slides to show you. But first, before I do that, let's talk about why you should focus on local leads. Okay, so we've got a comment. Hello, Ella. Ella shows up every day. Thank you, Ella. Okay, so here's the thing. We're nerds. I get it. I've been in this space since I was in my late 20s. Yeah. And so I get it. We don't really want to go out and mingle and talk to people. We want to do everything electronically. We want to get our leads electronically. We want to have an electronic sales funnel. And we want to avoid talking to that client as much as we possibly can. But here's the thing. You can't really get leads. You can't really convert your leads into customers if you do not talk to them. Hey, Kimberly. I'm not sure what you prefer. Is it Kim or Kimberly? I'm not sure. Let me know so I'll know which one to use. But here's the thing about local leads. They're easier to get. I mean, put yourself in the customer's position. I know I'm much more comfortable doing business with someone in my local geographic area than I am doing business with somebody across the country or across the world, right? I mean, it's possible. That's what's great about our business. But at the same time, it's way harder to get customers that way. Okay, fine. I will call you Kim most of the time. Great. Yeah. So why do we ignore that? Why is that like that? The last thing we talk about, all these fancy funnels and all these fancy things we're going to do to our website and, how we're going to attract leads and how we're going to attract leads globally, when really there's probably enough leads for you in your own geographic community. So that's what we're going to talk about a little bit about today. And you know what? There is one thing that if you do it, it will make a huge difference in finding leads locally that you can convert into customers in your own geographic area. So let me share this here. Okay. So focus on local first. This is where, if you're in a hurry to find leads, then getting local. Okay. So someone over in the comments says, hi, Beth, but it says Facebook user, because you have to scroll to the top and give StreamYard permission to let me see who you are. It's a privacy thing. Two-factor authentication, having to give somebody permission to show your name on Facebook, all of that stuff just drives me insane. I think we're a little bit overly focused on privacy. It causes our lives to be a little more annoying than helpful, I think. Okay, so back to the single most important thing to do when looking for local leads. You ready? Wait for it. Is to get out from behind the screen. You cannot do all of your prospecting, all of your nurturing, all of your everything via the internet. You have to get on the phone to talk to people, and you have to get out and talk to people. And so some of the places that you can go to do that locally is join local organizations. I mean, we've talked about this a lot in the last month or so, or last few weeks, because that we are, well, no, Ella, I knew that was you, and Kim, I knew that was you, but somebody else made a comment that says Facebook user. Yeah, Kim, it's hard because, that's true of a lot of how do I say it? Geeky people. And I'm one of them, so I'm not throwing off on people, but those of us who are very technically oriented, sometimes tend to be shy and just don't really want to go out and talk to people. But you know what? It's just the nature of the beast and part of what you have to do. So one of those things is just to join local organizations, like the Chamber of Commerce. That's one, but that's pretty pricey to join the Chamber of Commerce. But there's all kinds of charitable organizations you can join, and civic clubs, the Lions Club, what are some of the others? The Moose Lodge. There's just tons of those kinds of organizations that you can join. And does that mean that you'll definitely find somebody there? No, but you might find somebody at that club, or somebody in that club knows somebody that needs your services. You know what? A lot of people forget about their parent-teacher associations. Those are full of professional people who own their own businesses, who need websites or need digital marketing services. Business networking groups like BNI and that sort of thing. And then merchants associations, don't forget about those. And then any of those things, those places that have advertising vehicles, like a newsletter or something like that, that they send out to their people. A lot of times a little business card size ad is not going to cost you a whole bunch of money, but it's going to get in front of a whole bunch of people. So I highly recommend taking advantage of any of the newsletter type things that these folks might have for their constituents. Another thing is become a customer of those local businesses. For example, there's a bakery up the street that I frequent, and I was planning to actually talk to them about their website. And the other day I went to check on it to see if it was still as awful as it was the first time I looked at it. And it's down for, it says coming soon. So hopefully they didn't just take it down altogether, and hopefully they are having someone work on it. But see, that was a lost opportunity for me. So I should have, followed up on that, because after I bought some stuff from them and I went to their website and I couldn't find what I was looking for and I got frustrated, I should have told them that. And then maybe they would have hired me to fix it. I don't know. But some of the places you can go where there's a bunch of businesses there together at one time are like farmers markets. Now, here where I live, we have some really small farmers markets, but we have a couple of them that are pretty darn big. And you would think, oh, well, those people don't have any money. They're just farmers and crafts people and stuff like that. But you'd be shocked as to how much money some of those people have and how much they need a website and they need an online presence, especially now. There's consignment shops. Again, these tend to be people who are reselling vintage clothing, or they make jewelry or that sort of thing. And then they've got a little booth, say, inside a much larger venue. And so a lot of people have a lot of different little booths in there. Is that going to be a ton of money for you? Maybe not, but you never know how much money these people have. They might have a brick and mortar space somewhere else. They might be killing it online, but until you check them out, you don't know. But it is a way to find where those local people are all at once. Go check it out, see if they have a website. And even with something like these smaller ones that maybe don't have a lot of money, you could do a hybrid website as a service. Like, here are 4 different design choices, and I'll charge you $150 to set it up, and then $50 a month to maintain it. Well, you get enough of those, then you've got a good source of recurring revenue. Food truck rodeos. Now, food trucks tend to have like absolutely no margin at all. But if there is a venue that hosts these food truck rodeos, that might be the place to go to try to find some of the related business to the food trucks. And who knows, some of the food trucks might need a website, because I don't know how they let their people know where they are all the time. So that might be something to look into. And then co-working spaces. And that's very popular these days for people who want an office, but they can't afford their own office. And this is a bunch of small business people that are sharing workspace. So that's another, go rent some space at a co-working space. That's another way to find people. Give back to your community. Get involved in local events. Volunteer. Speak at events. We've talked about this before, like maybe teaching a seminar for the Chamber of Commerce. Or, you know what? Sometimes the community college, not that you would be teaching there for money under the community college umbrella, but they usually have a night program where there's all kinds of business courses and things like that, you could offer to teach a free class at the community college or the library. Don't forget about downtown revitalization. Join whichever groups are getting involved in that, because there's always a bunch of businesses. Hold one moment. I couldn't find the mute button fast enough. I was going to try to mute before I coughed. But downtown revitalization, I know that's going on here in my town. And so there's always these events with the movers and shakers in town getting involved. And then you could even sponsor some local events. Maybe there's a local, hold on, I got to cough again. Maybe there's a local foot race, what do they call it? A marathon, or the one, what do they call it when you run just the shorter one, not the full blown one. But so there's all of these things that you will get you in front of people, get your name known, and make it much more likely that you can take advantage of your local geographic area. But the biggest thing is, unfortunately, for some of us, for me, it's not such a bad thing because I'm kind of outgoing anyway. But for some of us, oh, wait, and don't forget about getting social. Get out and meet people. There's meetup groups, and it doesn't have to be a meetup group that's all about digital marketing and all about websites. Go join some meetup groups that are something you're interested in, but those people are, they have cousins and brothers and fathers and mothers and all kinds of people that need businesses. But if you don't get out and meet new people and just get your name known all over town, then you're not going to be successful at this. But it's some of the easiest marketing to do, frankly. There are also locally based Facebook groups, and you could even run a local contest, and then you could call up the radio station and get the radio station to announce the contest. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you give away a free website, but that's going to get you known, right? They have to do some sort of, maybe they have to write an essay on why they think they need a free website or something like that. And then you give them, you give away a free website. But if you can get the radio and the TV stations to look in on you, then all the better. You're going to get some free advertising that way. Oh, some other tips. Right. I forgot I had put this on the slide. Don't forget to put your address on your website. This is something that I don't know why we do this, but it's like, I don't want anybody to know where I am because I want them to feel like that I'm global or that I can work anywhere. But you're eliminating your local market if you don't have your address on your website. Carry your business cards with you all the time. Now, they're kind of outdated, and there is such thing as a digital business card and that sort of thing. But I just recommend carrying the old-fashioned business cards with you when you want to give somebody, especially when you're in a hurry and you want to give somebody your contact information. It's all right there in one place. You can get listed in local business directories. A lot of the municipalities have business directories. Just find out where they are and get listed in as many as possible. That's the equivalent of going and taking your business card and putting it on the bulletin board at every local business. Instead of doing that, they do have online business directories, and you can find those just by Googling your municipality or some of the other like Chamber of Commerce and things like that. Don't forget about your Google My Business account, or as it's called now, Google Business Listing. Is that what it's called? GBL? Google Business. I forget what it's called now. Anyway, it's got a different name. Don't forget about yours. Make sure it's right. Make sure that it specifies your geographic area, even if it doesn't have your specific address on it. Don't forget to optimize your website for local SEO. And then you can always run locally targeted ads. As I mentioned earlier, those little business card size ads in a newsletter don't cost much at all, but they do get in front of a lot of people. Oh, thank you, Kim. Yes, Google Business Profile. I knew it was something like that. GBP. Just when you get used to one thing, they change the name of it. So as I was getting ready to say, the single most important thing to do when looking for local leads is to get out of the house. That is going to be the best way for you to get out there and know who's in your community and who might need your services, and whose website should you even go do a website audit on, so you'll know, take a look at you know what, I do that. I'll be standing in line at the place getting ready to buy something, and I'll be pulling up their website on my phone to see how awful it is. So, or wonderful. It could be wonderful. So that is my small contribution for today in preparation for our client acquisition workshop, which we've got coming up a week from yesterday, next Monday, from 3 to 5 p.m. This is a hands-on working workshop where we're going to come away with your lead acquisition strategy and a sales process. We're going to work on them during those 2 hours, and you're going to have those when we're finished. We might not have your leads yet, but we will definitely have something in place for you to get your leads. Now, that is open to all students of the WP Project Managers Academy. You have to be a member in order to attend that workshop, but you can join at wproadmaps.com/join us. And we do have a free membership you can join, and then that'll give you access to this client acquisition workshop. Going forward, these workshops will be only for premium students, but this one is for all students. So I do invite you to join the Academy and come join us on next Monday for the client acquisition workshop. Now, if you do join the free program in the WP Project Managers Academy, the very last thing you'll be offered is when you get through there is your, when we say thank you, is the PM certification intensive. Now, what this is designed to help you get through that intro PM course as quickly as possible, get certified as a level 1 WP project manager, level 1. So, and put this so that you can start getting some social proof that you know how to get projects done on time and within budget. There's a $10 discount on that certification. It's normally $39. We're only charging $29, and you will get 2 months free inside the free premium program when you get certified and do all the things that you have to do, like put the little badge on your website. And we are getting ready to have a new badge designed as well. So my little ticky-tacky badge, we're going to make it look a lot prettier. So that is all I have for you today. And in preparation for that client acquisition workshop, our focus this month, for the whole month in the group and just about everything we're talking about, is on client acquisition. And I will be back tomorrow with another little nugget of information. And then we will have our chat on Friday. Can't remember what our topic is, but I'll try to remember that to mention it tomorrow. Oh, my goodness. Thank you all for watching. I hope you got something out of this. Hey, get out of your house. Go check on your local businesses. This is where you need to be focusing if you're in a hurry to find leads. And until I see you next time, be sure to stay productive, stay strong, and never stop learning. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye.